I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. The day didn't start off well for all the local commuters who got stuck in an Interstate 84 traffic jam caused by an accident involving a car and a tractor-trailer rig that overturned. Happened shortly before 6 a.m. in the 84 eastbound lanes near the Maybrook exit. The double trailer owned by the Estes company rolled over and went down an embankment, spilling its boxed cargo. There were minor injuries reported. Eastbound Orange County I-84 traffic was backed up for at least 5 miles all morning long. State police shut down a lane of traffic to aid in the offloading, transfer of the truck's cargo, and cleanup of the crash scene. As of mid-afternoon, the truck and police remained on the scene, and the traffic delays continued. Meantime, police in the town of Woodbury are trying to determine what led up to an overnight fatal car-pedestrian accident that happened shortly before midnight last night along Route 17 near the Harriman train station. According to police, 53-year-old Lucia Manaya of Harriman was lying in the road when she was hit by a driver who then stopped and called 911. The driver was not ticketed. Woodbury police are hoping an autopsy and toxicology tests will shed some light on the question of why the woman was lying in the road. In Sullivan County, a South Fallsburg man was sentenced today to a prison term of from 46 years to life for a series of sexual assaults committed against an 11-year-old girl. 37-year-old Noelle Russell was sentenced to 2 23 years to life sentences that will be served consecutively. He was arrested last year following a series of sexual assaults that occurred in 2010 and 2011. Russell was sentenced as a second felony offender. He had been on probation for a 2005 third-degree rape charge. They were doing a different kind of shopping earlier today at the Crystal Run Galleria Mall. They were the folks shopping around for an employment opportunity during the 13th annual Orange County Job Fair, hosted by the mall and sponsored by the county's Employment and Training Administration, the State Labor Department, and the Orange Works organization. And organizers say job seekers have reason to feel a bit more optimistic at this time.
There's a lot of employers here who are hiring across the gamut. We have entry-level positions, and we have people who are hiring for more technical positions. So much different than last year. We have a whole variety of employers with job openings this year.
So it's a little more encouraging?
Yes, it's definitely more encouraging this year than it was last year.
Stephen Curcio of Washingtonville has been out of work for more than a year. He was hoping today's one-on-one contacts would help him land something in the finance or direct care fields.
It's starting to get kind of discouraging because obviously there's a lot of people looking for work, the economic situation right now. And, you know, I'm trying. I'm going to all the job fairs. I'm trying my best. I was at the one at Anthony's Pier 9, and I thought only a couple of hundred would show up, and there was like 1,500 people. So there's still a lot of people out of jobs.
56 area employers were represented in today's 6-hour-long job fair. Blair expected the event would attract at least 2,000 job hunters. It's good news for the handful of area post offices that had been targeted for closure by the U.S. Postal Service. The financially ailing agency has presented a revised cost-cutting plan that includes keeping hundreds of rural offices open with shorter hours. Up to 3,700 low-revenue post offices were slated to close under the original multi-billion-dollar Postal Service effort to stave off bankruptcy. Area post offices on the hit list included North Branch, Pond Eddy, Spring Glen, New Windsor, Highland Lake, Canosa Lake, Fremont Center, and O'Byrneburg. The Postal Service will now seek regulatory approval for their revised plan. They helped liberate France from the Nazis in World War II, and Tuesday, almost 70 years later, 36 of those American soldiers were presented France's highest military decoration during a ceremony held at West Point.
The United States Military Academy is privileged to host this special occasion.
Among the honorees, 87-year-old Norman Wasserman, who has a home in Walden and was a corporal with a field artillery observation battalion while serving in France.
We identified the location of enemy guns, enemy artillery, and we did that in a very special way through sound and flash. I was a part of the sound team.
Wasserman and the others received the rank of Knight in the Legion of Honor, the highest military decoration given by France. Wasserman said he accepted the award for all the guys in his outfit, some who never returned home. And for the family and friends of Harriman's Jermaine Paul, it was a night of celebration. More than 100 friends and loved ones gathered at Harriman United Methodist Church Tuesday night to witness Paul's victory on the NBC TV show The Voice, Season 2 of the network's singing talent show. Paul, who was 33 years old, is a graduate of Monroe Woodbury High School who had been working as a background singer for a number of major recording artists, including R&B superstar Alicia Keys. But by virtue of winning The Voice competition, Paul can now look forward to a career not in the background, but in the spotlight. Well, after days of dreary wet weather, the sun will be making a welcome return to our region. Forecast for Thursday features a mix of sun and clouds with temperatures reaching the upper 60s. And Friday should be mostly sunny with the highs around 70 degrees. Make Record Online your source for breaking news all day long. And get all the news and information you'll need to start your day in tomorrow's edition of the Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.